welcome to... Man, that sounds really distorted. Sidetrack'd. The podcast. I'm not going to yell anymore because it sounded weird.
We're good. All right.
I am your host, Mr. Ious. To my right on the... Is that a couch?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
On the couch. I don't know if it's a couch because like they both have like the same amount of cushions. That was just a little bit bigger.
That doesn't that's a couch, does it? Oh no, it's two.
No, it doesn't. No, it has two.
Really?
Yes.
It's only two. So are you trying to call us a love seat?
No, that's a love seat.
Yeah, but that one
This one has three. I mean, I thought this had three though.
No, it's never had three. It's always had two. It's just extra bigger than that one.
Oh, extra bigger. Snap. I thought it was three over there.
Anyways, on this giant love seat to my right is...
Yep, your boy KB. Yep. Oh, my bad.
That was the totally wrong name. All right.
I made that all in one, so I can apologize since my name's Apology.
What did that even come? Anyway, and also we got Marco Relli over here.
Wait, what did I call myself?
You called yourself KV.
Yo, I didn't even realize I did that, dog.
Oh my gosh.
It's not your fault. You done screwed it.
Oh man.
Your apology.
Hilarious.
How did I do that, bro? That's so old school. Like I haven't called myself that in so long.
Oh no, we gotta see. I'm hearing a little
Static.
No, it's not static. It's a little
Distort.
yeah, it's a little distortion.
Yeah.
Dang, I can't even hear myself no more.
I can still hear you though. Wait, but he's not messing. Oh, he's doing the mics though.
But yeah, you called yourself KV.
I didn't even catch the fact that I said that.
But his name is actually Apollo G.
Yes, it is Apollo G. Look, man, it's been a long weekend for me. I've been fucking up all weekend. Like, I tried to drink my drink with my bottle cap still on. I had my sub sitting right beside me because I went and got a sub yesterday, and I couldn't find my sub. Like, I've just been off all week. I'm pretty sure it's another sub moment I had too, but I can't remember it right now.
Sounds about right. I don't know. I was feeling pretty. I was alright. I was alright today, but yesterday I felt kind of like ill. I don't know. It was a really weird day yesterday.
It was. I was busy all yesterday. It was too much.
Cause I had to work, and then we had that meeting. But I don't know. I feel better today, and that is great. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that. All right, so what we got to talk about today?
Relli.
Well, that was random. And he didn't say that, so
You never introduced him.
I did.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Did he introduce? No, you
I
did.
did.
No,
I
never,
did introduce him.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
No, bro, you never introduced him.
Do you have to play back the tape?
Me and you went into
Yeah, y'all had that
discussing.
little thing right there. That
Yeah.
went on to,
No, and then I said, and we also have Marco Relli, and then he didn't say anything.
Did he think about next week or last week or?
I swear
think
you
about
never
this
said,
week.
I swear you never introduced
I
the dude.
did.
You
I said his name.
I want you to play it
You
back.
sure you said it out loud?
Yes, I
I
did.
low key like want you to play it back now because you never heard the introduction for Marco over here.
I said it.
Anyway, I'm here.
No Bray Wyatt. All right. So what we talking about today?
I don't know what discussion should go first.
Let's get into this Monique thing first, cause
Yeah, let's hear about
I
this.
just want to get that out the way. That's been an ongoing thing, and it's gonna keep being an ongoing thing. And now
But
chances,
she's gonna make it keep going. so-
chances come in and it's like, yeah, black women deserve better. And I was like, no chance, no, don't. Black women do deserve better, but don't get on that behind Monique, because I feel like she's just trying to use the, gender bias and
To her advantage.
inequality and gender and color bias, inequality stuff, for what her own purposes, and she's not. Like, that's just it. She's just using it for her own purposes. When like Charlamagne said, he feels like it's just an individual issue with her and Netflix, but she's trying to make it like Netflix is doing it because she's a woman and she's black.
What was the amount she was given again?
They offered her $500,000,
Okay.
which I would say it is pretty low for her, but it's like she ain't really doing nothing.
I mean, but and I'm not trying to say it to make it sound like Netflix, isn't making money or nothing like that. But it's not like we're talking about, an IMAX coming to theaters movie here. We're talking about a Netflix movie.
Special.
Like, yeah. So not even a movie, a special. Like, I understand Netflix is definitely growing. It's popular. It has a high fan base and all. But again, this is like a box office hit that you're being asked to be in. So I mean, come on, you gotta think about what it is that you're doing and who it is that's doing it, and then really think what you could get for that. Like,
Well, nah, cause Netflix handing out money left and right
to who?
to what they gave Amy Schumer like multiple millions of dollars.
For what?
A couple specials.
But that's multiple. How many you asking for her?
Yeah, but there's multiple. They're giving her multiple millions for like
So per one?
for like 2 or 3, and they only asked her for I believe it was probably 1, but they said like what on the interview she said she probably couldn't do nothing for 2 years, so it might have been more than 1.
That's what I said. I feel like if that's the case, there gotta be more going on for them to put that number up.
Like they gave Dave Chappelle, what was it, like 40 million for 4, and then I think they gave Chris
40 million for 4?
Yeah,
Nice.
and then I think they gave Chris Rock something close to that for.
Well, then there you go. Like I said all before, though. That means they don't find her be on that high of a level. No offense to Monique, is a personal opinion from Netflix.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what it is. It's just drawing power. That's what Charlamagne's argument was, which is the right argument. Like, it's just drawing power. Like, she doesn't pull in the numbers that Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, even Amy Schumer. I don't even think Amy Schumer's funny. Trainwreck was a good movie though.
That's the crazy acting white girl, ain't it? A white lady.
Probably.
Does she used to be on Comedy Central a lot?
I don't know.
You know, help to me.
Yeah, I'm no help because I've never really had cable, so I haven't really watched Comedy Central like
My
that.
My bad. I kind of let this slip my mind.
Alright, so I watched the interview last night, and the whole thing I really got from it was Charlamagne just had one question that he kept asking, like what was it? He wanted her to justify why she feels that she should get paid the same as Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, or whatever, like those particular comedians or whatever. He wanted her to justify why, like, we should take part in this boycott of Netflix along with her. And I mean, she never really like fully answered the question. All she basically said was her justification was because she's a legend, and that was pretty much her answer every time.
Yeah.
He was like, so why do you think you deserve more money? Even though she did deserve more money, and like the deal that they had on the table was kind of strange. It's kind of disrespectful, but. And knowing that she knows that she was already blackballed out of Hollywood, so she's kind of just trying to get her way back in. That's what the her introduction back into Hollywood was.
Almost Christmas.
Yeah, and she brought up those numbers, which was I mean the movie did as far as the numbers, the movie did pretty good because she said it was the movie had a $17 million budget and it made 45. So that was like a $25 million profit or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But Charlamagne was like, this is what can you do? What have you done? What have you done now? Type of industry, right? They want to know, like, they don't want to. Okay, she's done one movie since she came back.
That came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. But Netflix is like, okay, that was 2 years ago. But her track record since that movie came out has been like just that movie, you know. So it's like Netflix wants to see what all you have going on, what kind of buzz do you have currently, and if they do a special with you, are people gonna watch it? And but Monique was all like, "Have you seen my track record?"
Yeah, she was
from years ago.
She was trying to. I feel like she's trying to rest on her laurels.
Yeah.
Like I've done this my whole career, so I don't have to do anything.
Right,
Y'all should just give me the money from what I did. But it's like
years ago.
Like, yeah, what you did like 15 years ago doesn't count today.
Yeah, because Netflix is focused on today.
Yeah,
they want to know.
So
if you do it, they want to know that if they give you a special, are people going to watch it? Because none of their specials have bombed yet. Now
it sounds to me like she pretty much was given a trial contract. Like, let's see what you can do before we really give you anything. That's how it comes out after hearing how it's done. Like, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, like you said, we know your credentials, you know what we're capable of, but the question is, can you still bring it? Can you still grab their attention? Can you still get those numbers? And like, these guys are still doing this now.
Yeah.
Like you said, last thing she did was in 2 years ago, and she hasn't done anything since. So
right.
Like, okay, before we just up and give you this money, we gotta make sure you can actually deliver. I don't want to pay you first, and then you do absolutely nothing. Now I just threw money out the window.
This is my thing with that too. I felt like, okay, so before that, they they wanted her to perform. I guess they wanted her to perform like for them or whatever, so they can gauge what you were talking about. See if she's still funny or whatever. But they was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Just come to two of the shows or whatever. So they sent people to two of her shows or whatever, and then they talk about the standing ovation she got. So I mean, they were able to visibly see that she has that everything you were talking about, right?
That one's kind of skeptical. And my reason I say skeptical because you don't know the age of the crowd.
Yeah,
it can still be a bunch of older fans, people who were fond of her.
Yeah, it's not many younger people that's younger than us that know about the Parkers.
Yeah, things of that nature. Like, even some of her BET special movies weren't bad. Like the one where she was, I think, like a hairstylist in a salon, and she was like trying to chase her dreams.
I thought that was Queen Latifah.
No, she had one like that too.
Oh.
But I'm about to say with the five, okay, and knowing she knows that she's blackballed, Netflix knows that she's blackballed. So Netflix is kind of like, we want to give you the opportunity, but we aren't really sure because of your recent work is only one movie. So my thing was, what I was thinking with the $500,000, they was gonna give her that just for one special, just to see for themselves how she would do on Netflix, right. Like when the special comes out.
Because I'm pretty sure if it went well enough, they would bring her back for another one, and the money would be there.
Right. Now, if they see that she has surpassed their expectations, I felt like they would have brought them back in and said, let's reconstruct the deal. Because you clearly are worth more than $500,000.
Because I kind of feel like that's why Chris Rock deal was only for one.
Yeah.
I feel like they felt like he was going to bring a big crowd in just because he kind of, in a sense, riding a little bit of a high horse. But they don't feel like he's really, going to do it on a consistent basis.
And another thing, just because she was in a movie 2 years ago that grossed $45 million, that doesn't really mean that she can still get out there on the stage and still kill it. That was a movie.
That's true too.
Yeah, like the whole conversation, like she was kind of being politely disrespectful to like Charlamagne or whatever.
Like that's the way she talks, and I hate the way she talks because it's like she
was condescending towards him and all like.
It's like she. I don't want to say talks down on people.
She was,
but like her tone is just. It just rubs me the wrong way the way she like talks.
Yeah.
But she's always been a one that talk like she pretty much talk like how she does stand up.
Yeah, but her and her husband's whole thing was they couldn't really grasp what Charlemagne was asking, cause they were more focused on the past. Charlemagne talk about now, but they talking about years ago. Cause she kept saying like I said, her answer to everything Charlemagne asked was, "I'm a legend. Check my track record, because I'm a legend." She's like, "You said I'm a legend. Netflix knows I'm a legend. Why am I not getting paid like a legend?" Charlemagne was like, "Because
okay,
what you did in the past doesn't matter about what you're doing now, because Netflix is focused on now." But she said that shouldn't matter because I'm a legend. I'm like, so that's her only answer. I'm looking like, this doesn't make any sense. They're like, Charlemagne is looking like this. You not answering my question. But she was like, I don't have to answer your question because I'm a legend. Like that's what her whole thing was. She was a legend and she should get paid what she should get paid because she's a legend. So I was like, that's pretty much the whole interview.
I want to make I want to make an example, but I feel like I can't because it's too different of an idea. Like, I was going to use a sports example, but I can't. I feel like it's too different of a variation for me to use it as an example. But
yeah.
Like it's kind of like saying you work for like a solid company for like a good bit of time, then you either retire, quit, lay off, whichever one. You stay out the workforce for like 6 years, and then you go back trying to get a job. You're like, yeah, a long time ago, I worked at this place. Okay, where have you worked since? I haven't. So you've been out of the workforce for 6 years, and you're just expecting to come back and get a high position job.
That is actually a good comparison right there.
Actually, yeah, you should just say that this person went back to where they retired from, because it's like they from where they retired from, they're going back to try to get a job so they can pick up where they left off, even though they weren't working for it.
Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna take his and build a better one.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so this person worked at an IT company. But he worked at an IT company in the early 90s when there was only dial-up and, like the brand new modems, like the first Apple computers and stuff. So he was probably there about 15, 20 years. He left. But when he came back to the company, now you got laptops, you got smartphones, you got all this stuff.
Yeah, high-speed internet, broadband.
Yeah, high-speed internet. So he comes back up and be like, well, when I was here, I was over all of this. I was all with the newest technology. And then they ask him, so have you used any of the newer technology? Are you familiar with so-and-so program or so-and-so, like the apps on the phones? And then he's like, nah. Then that would be the right situation. Because it's like, we don't know what you can do with this, new technology, so we're not going to put you in the same spot. Because we don't know if you can deliver the same results that you were 15, 20 years ago.
Right, things have changed. You got to see if you can hang with it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that, like with that type of argument, to me, she lost. Be honest with you. If all you can say is, I'm a legend, check my resume, and you haven't done much of anything in a while, like that defeats the purpose. Because that's the first thing I'm going to notice in your resume. If I was to go and quote unquote check your resume, I'd be like, oh, I haven't seen you in anything since 2016.
I mean, when you go and get a job, they ask for your most recent jobs,
Right.
Yeah.
So if she's going in there, they asking for her most recent work. Her most recent work was 2016. I mean, they'd be like, okay, we know who you are. We know that you're a legend, but you haven't done enough recently for us to give you what you feel like you deserve.
And not only that, what's the gap between what she did in 2016 and the last thing before that?
Well, I mean, that movie was the last movie she was in. I mean, she's done shows and stuff.
I mean, starring in them or just
no, like comedy shows,
actual. Yeah, gotcha.
On her own.
But I mean, are they like stand ups?
But they've been clubs.
That was saying, yeah. Like when's her last
like that was another one of Charlamagne's arguments was like those other people were selling out, arenas, and she was just selling out clubs. So you can't compare a club to an arena.
No, you can't.
Because a club maybe fit like 100, 200 people.
Right.
Arenas fit like 10,000, 15,000.
Right.
If you sell that out, this is big stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Like, and I don't got nothing against Monique. I actually like Monique.
But yeah, I mean, Monique is a legend.
Right. But she's a queen of comedy. Like,
you can't rest on your laurels. Like you can't go into a place and be like,
I'm so give me this.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that.
Nah. I don't like that at all either. Like, I don't agree with that.
Like it's people coming up behind you that's working hard, and I ain't saying she ain't working hard, but they working hard to be relevant now.
Right.
So it's like if you not working just as hard to be relevant now as them, and you're just saying, check my track record, I did all this, so I should get what this person is getting, even though they're working hard to be more relevant. Nah, that's not how it works.
Right. Now I feel like your jokes ain't even new. I feel like you're gonna come with your old skits and stuff. Like I feel like you ain't gonna bring nothing new to the table. You sitting here pushing it hard about what you used to do.
This is my question. And then they probably said it in the interview, but Netflix didn't go to her with an offer. She went to them, right?
No, I think she said they called her. They called her.
They called her?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, if she went to them, I was like, it would have been kind of weird for her to go to them.
Yeah, I don't think she would have an argument at all to make if she went to them first.
Yeah, because it would seem like she just went to them because everybody else is getting these big deals, and she figured,
hey,
I'm a legend.
Right.
I'm gonna get me one of them big deals too. But like I said, at the same time, she blackballed, so nobody is really trying to give her an opportunity. But they were trying to give her an opportunity, but she didn't really look at it as an opportunity to make more money. She looked at it as they were disrespecting me because I'm a black woman, and I deserve to get paid what Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock has gotten paid, and Amy Schumer. But she keep bringing up Amy Schumer, but nobody was talking about Amy Schumer.
And then again, Amy Schumer.
Nobody cares about Amy Schumer.
Well, we don't. Let's say that. Like,
yeah, I don't even think. And that's the thing that Charlamagne was saying. Like he don't think Amy Schumer's funny. I don't think Amy Schumer's funny.
She appeals to a different crowd. Everybody appeals to their own crowd. And I think her crowd is more selective than most crowds. I don't think she brings out a generic base. I feel like her base is more specified.
I mean, I don't know too many people who get excited about what Amy Schumer's doing and say, oh, she got a new movie out, oh, got to see it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's
I mean, it got to be like a select few who are in there.
But it still seems like
she got a big enough fan base to sell out arenas.
That's what I'm saying. Although, like I said, they all fit under probably like one category of people.
Yeah. But
it's still big enough to where she's selling.
Then she tried to bring up damn, I just forgot her name just now. Oh, what's her name?
Wanda Sykes.
Yeah, bring her up.
Why?
I was like, why is she bringing other people into it when they got nothing to do with them? But she want to talk about the numbers that they got.
Because she was trying to. Because then she switched it to her whole thing being like, if they're doing this to me, who's a legend and a black woman, what are they gonna do for the next black woman comedian that tries to come in? And then Charlamagne. And that was one of the things. Oh, Joke was making me so mad when she was using his real name. But when he was saying that when Netflix offered Wanda Sykes a deal, they only offered her $250. But he said that was before the new guy came in that's giving all the comedians all this big money.
Yeah.
So then he said and this was like the one of the things that was dismissive about her. I mean, she kind of dismissed it because it kind of went against her argument when he was like, he talked to the new guy, and the new guy said they would have gave Wanda Sykes some millions now, or they would give Wanda Sykes some millions now for what she's been doing now.
Yo, they call
goaltender just now?
How though? That ball was not even going down. It was going. It was still going up.
It got hit before it came out of his hand anyway.
Yeah, that couldn't have been no goaltender just now.
What though? I gotta figure out what that call was.
That's crazy. It couldn't have been no foul. It had to be goaltender.
Yeah, because it was on Larry Nance. He was blocked up. But that's ridiculous. But I tell you, dog.
I mean, all of this is happening to Monique because she was blackballed. That's it.
And then that's the crazy thing too. Like she was talking about that.
That's it.
And it seems like
it ain't because you're black, it ain't because you're a woman. It's because you was blackballed, and nobody really wants to deal with you like that because of all the rumors that they've been hearing.
But yeah, and that's funny. Like she was talking about that. Like all the things that people have been saying haven't been true. It's just because she doesn't tolerate people bullying on sets and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, if multiple people are saying this, one of the callers said this too. Like, if there's smoke, there's fire. If it's multiple people saying this, like all around the industry, there has to be something to it. It can't just be you sticking up for people. Because she said, like, on a set, like one of the when she was at Almost Christmas, Will Packer was telling the director how to direct, and then she told him, you wouldn't be doing this to a white director.
You said it backwards, right?
No.
You said he was telling the director how to direct?
Yeah, because Will Packer was the producer.
Okay.
And the director was black too.
Well, they didn't say that. You made it seem like the dude was white.
No, she said that he wouldn't be saying that to a white director. Like, if the director was white, he wouldn't be trying to direct over the director.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure a producer, if he feels like something needs to be changed, he probably would try to tell a director, no matter what color he is.
Yeah.
But besides that, she was like, you know, she'd stick up for like the makeup people when other people were like treating them bad or whatever. And then that's why people say they have this bad image of her, because she doesn't deal with the, you know, whatever that goes on behind the scenes. But I'm like, if all these people are saying these things about you, something has to be true about it. Because I doubt they just be like, you know, we're all just gonna blackball her, so we're all gonna work together to like give her a bad name. Like, that doesn't make sense. Because she said, oh yeah, this was the other thing too. She said when she did Precious, and Lee Daniels directed Precious, she said when she did Precious, her contract only stated in the that she'd do the movie and then she wouldn't have to do nothing else. So she said, I think Oprah, Lionsgate, and Lee Daniels called her and they wanted her to go overseas. They wanted her to go overseas to promote the movie. But she said that wasn't in her contract, so she wasn't going to do it. So she said after that, they all decided to blackball her and not give her any more work because she wouldn't, you know, go overseas to promote the movie. But it wasn't in the contract, so she wasn't going to do it because it wasn't in the contract. So I was like, why wouldn't you want to promote a movie as much as possible so it can be as successful as possible, regardless of if it's in the contract or not? Like,
she a legend.
Like, I understand like, I understand the merits of the contract, and if it's not in there, you don't have to do it. But shouldn't you want your work to be as successful as possible?
I mean, I understand that too, but if your job says cashier and they tell you to do something qualified under a manager's job, you're not supposed to be doing that work. Are you gonna want to do it?
Nah, I wouldn't. I understand where you're going, but I wouldn't put that in there.
I'm just saying, if you're not required, if this isn't part of what you're supposed to be doing, do you want to do something that you're not required to do?
If it will make me more money, yes.
Well, everybody don't look at it that way. It's like, okay, I signed this deal. This is where I'm getting my money for. This is what I'm getting paid to do.
Yeah,
that's all I need to do. But I get what you're saying. That would actually help raise more awareness of the other movie and get more people to go see the movie. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying this is most likely the mindset that was used. Like, okay, I'm just getting paid to do the movie. Nothing else concerns me. All I worry about is doing my part in this movie, and that's it. That's all I was asked to do.
Like, yeah, I get that too, but I'm like, that just doesn't. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's a.
That don't sound like a reason to get blackballed though.
That just seems like, it would I don't know. That just seems counterproductive to me.
See, we don't really know 100% for sure why she actually got blackballed.
Yeah.
We know that it happened, and we've heard different stories, but we don't know exactly why or what caused her to be put in that position. Because we've heard her side mostly. Then we've heard people saying what is she talking about? Is she just coming at people? So we don't really know why she was actually blackballed. It's just a bunch of rumors out there, and she's saying this is why I was, or maybe she just assuming this is why it happened. But I like with the movie thing. I mean, whose contract is that even? Like, would that be something that's put in a contract where all you do is the movie and that's it?
Yeah.
Like, I mean that's crazy though. Like,
no, I mean I see that being done more so for lesser liked actors and actresses. Like, if you have a problem offset, you're not really.
Or it might have been that she has to promote the movie, but she only has to promote it in the States. She doesn't have to go overseas.
That could be it too. But yeah, I mean, I did the thing. Wait, did it change it?
But I mean, if you like you said, if you want the movie to be successful, why wouldn't you go out there and put the work in?
Exactly.
Right.
Like,
I get you.
like a music artist.
Even if it's
like
in contract or not.
Like, I'm pretty sure their contract is just for them to record the music and do the CDs, and then when the CD come out, they go on a press tour. I'm pretty sure they don't have to do that.
No.
But the record label was like, if you want to be successful and we got to get our money back, you got to do these interviews or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not in the contract, but they know they have to do that too, and then they want to do that to make it more successful.
Yeah, I mean they already know. Well, after my album's done, I got to go promote it. They ain't nothing. All they got to do is record the album, and then the label puts it out.
Right.
But they know I'm gonna need to go ahead.
But at the same time,
yeah,
the more you talk about it, the more it's known about, the higher chances is that more people gonna listen to it, buy it, yada yada. Same thing with the movie.
Right.
The more you talk about it, the more you interview and mention it, the more people are going to hear about it, the more people are going to go check it out.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense why, if that was the reason she was blackballed, they was like, well, we don't need to work with her anymore. She's not going to do any promoting. She's just going to be in the movie.
That's not, to me, a strong reason to blackball. I wouldn't really want to work with you like that no more, but I wouldn't turn around blackball. You didn't really go against anything.
Yeah, because
you just only did what your contract obligated. I understand now, okay, I can't expect you to do anything outside of your contract. Like, that's all that she really has said. It maybe was your word less, but I wouldn't go as far as blackballing because she didn't really do anything wrong in this sense.
Yeah, but it's like she's saying that she was blackballed because, when people get blackballed, like, nobody would work with her.
Yeah.
That's what she was making it seem like. Nobody would work with her. Like they did some kind of pact to where they just was just calling up everybody and said, don't work with Monique because this, that, and the third or whatever. But if it was just that select group of people who stopped working with her, is that what she called? Was that the only people who were giving her opportunities? Lee Daniels, is that what it was?
Yeah, because I think he said she had like a multi picture deal with Lee Daniels or Lionsgate and Lionsgate or something like that.
So she was blackballed by one person.
Pretty much, and Oprah. And, Oprah has power, so Oprah can kind of be like, "Don't fool with her."
Right.
So everything that Lee Daniels did, he would include Monique, but since they found something about her character that they didn't like, they just went to somebody else other than her because she did say she was supposed to be in Empire.
Yeah.
So she only got blackballed by one person.
I feel like Monique. I mean, but that's all you get. At the same time,
like she said it was Lee Daniels, Oprah, and somebody else.
Oprah don't shoot no movies.
Bro, Oprah got
power.
She got power.
Man, there's other people out there though.
Oprah got all the.
And then didn't Monique do a couple like Lifetime things or Eve things? One of those.
I don't know.
I feel like she was on one of those networks. One of those trying not to be sexist here. One of those networks.
On the networks for women.
Lifetime is a network for women. I don't know.
Majority of women watch.
I don't know many men that watch Lifetime.
I mean,
but stuff like that.
People are sensitive nowadays, guys. So I'm trying not to step on toes here.
I mean, if it's a network for women, that's what it is.
I mean, if that would have called itself, then I would say that. But if it doesn't,
I don't know too many people. I mean, too many men who watch Lifetime. Every time I hear somebody watch a Lifetime, it's a woman. So,
yeah.
I mean, and the movies they show on Lifetime. I mean, anybody, I ain't trying to watch them. Women be in the movies, so they about women killing men and all that crazy stuff. Like some weird stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean,
like
honestly,
Snapped.
Yeah.
Lifetime do push a lot of. I can't even call them women empowerment movies because sometimes they're not really empowering the women. They're just showing women on top, pretty much. Not in an empowering way, so to speak.
Fighting back, you know.
Right? Yeah.
Fighting, getting out of a situation or whatever that they're in, a dangerous situation.
But sometimes it's like the way they do it isn't like a, I guess, to me, a justifiable means. But you know, to some women, any means to get out of specific situations is justifiable, and I can relate to an extent. But I'm like, you want to still promote the right and proper way to do things. Like, don't just show that, hey, as long as you get out, you're okay, or things are gonna go your way. Like how a lot of these movies where you turn around and kill the person that's been doing whatever to you, they show them end up, you know, not getting any type of penalty, any kind of backlash, they don't get any type of jail time, etc., etc. That's not how it's always gonna play out. Or like they show like that one movie with J-Lo where she perfectly executed that man's murder. That man like beating her or whatever for like the longest time.
What was the name of that movie?
I don't know. But you know, she, even though granted she, you know, she trained to do all that and whatnot, she set it up to where she would get off free. But I'm just saying, like, y'all are telling these women, hey, if you can't, you know, hey, if you get stuck in this situation, kill your way out of it. That's kind of like, because that's, for a while, was too often the way. Oh dang, that was too often the way women were getting out of these
that's LeBron for you,
predicaments
boy.
in these movies. So I'm like, you know, promote other ways to get out of stuff. Promote, you know, proper steps and ideals that are more effective and less threatening to yourself.
So how about, it seems like women who watch Lifetime, that's what they like to see. Someone having to kill their way out of a situation.
Or find a way to have them physically harmed too, to get retribution.
Yeah.
Pretty much retribution is the end game.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, the real world, you know, they don't show that what if you fail end game. Like, hey, what if you go to try to kill this dude and you don't succeed? You are literally going to get the beat out of you, or worse. Like, you know, it's kill to be killed now. That's the type of situation you're putting yourself in. Or like it's not already bad enough. Like, now you're playing with the game of death for real. Like you're it's more extreme now. Because
once you try to kill somebody and you failed at doing it, it's a high probability that they're gonna try to kill you.
Right.
I mean, and that's a real life situation right there. Not in no movies where you can do something, pick up some broken glass, stab him in Achilles, and run, something crazy like that.
Yeah, you know, and now you have like a lucky break where, you know, he get ready to beat your ass or like that, and somebody come knock on the door.
Yeah.
So he had to hold off on it. You know.
Yeah. Come answer the door like, hello. How you doing? Is everything all right?
Yeah,
everything's fine.
Yeah, you know.
That's a classic movie scene, yo. That happens in, like, all of them.
Right, I was saying, like, these things aren't like normal things that happen. They play in all the movies all the time. But this isn't gonna magically happen. If you do, you're lucky as hell. Yeah. But this isn't gonna happen to you, guaranteed, and save your life. Like, no.
Yo, he shot that from behind the goal,
right,
over the backboard.
Right,
Nice.
That was actually really one-handed, pretty much, with 7 seconds before he released the ball. But yeah, I mean, that's always been my thing about the Lifetime movies. Lifetime movies are too drastic. That's how I feel. Even the situation you get put into me sometimes, they feel too drastic. But again, it's opinionated, so that's my take.
Yeah, no, back to the Monique thing just real quick. I was just like, okay, if she felt like she was blackballed by these three individuals, I mean, all she had to really do was just do her thing until she gained enough leverage and notoriety where people would start coming to her with offers and saying, oh, we have no choice but to work with you because you're so popular or you're so on fire. But it seemed like after that, she just kind of laid low for a second. I mean, she did shows here and there, but it wasn't like enough to, you know, gain any leverage to say, yeah, you did this to me, but look where I am, and look, I'm still doing good, you know? Seemed like she just was just waiting in the cut for opportunity, a big opportunity.
Why did he like a low budget Stephen Curry?
That's funny. I've been thinking that the whole time too.
Is that one number one? Oh no.
I don't remember who it was, but
he's on the Spurs.
Every time I see him, I'll be like, "Is that?" Oh no, it's not Steph.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's all I got to say about it.
You know, perfect segue moment. So I'm gonna take the opportunity. Speaking of payments, there's discussion going on now that this FBI case has been opened with the NCAA. People are feeling like, these guys should just go ahead and get paid and have it be done with instead of all this sneaking around
because
extra stuff.
The underground black market college player trade has been exposed.
Yeah.
These players have been getting paid for years, like decades, literally. So
this is just the first time it's blown all the way open.
Yeah.
It's not like it hasn't been known and talked about before. It's just now it's actually like factual, proven. We have evidence type.
And then South Carolina got caught up in it, which hurt me a little bit, but yeah.
I mean, come on, you didn't expect you guys not being like everybody literally in it. What they had like said like 56 teams in total.
No, it's like 36.
I remember being bigger than that.
It's like 36.
I know, still,
like,
it's a lot though.
It's like they had 20 for sure, but they said it could be like 3 dozen. But it's like a good handful of like top teams that weren't on the list as far as you know.
Yeah, some of them weren't even top teams on the list. Like Tennessee, I think was on the list. Of course, Alabama was on the list. Florida, I think, was even on the list. Kentucky.
I think Duke was on there too.
Yeah, I want to say Duke.
I think Illinois, Arizona.
I don't think North Carolina was, surprisingly, but I'm not sure. I gotta go back and look at it.
So I'm like, this. I mean,
but because a friend of mine at work, we discussed this a little bit. The thing is, though, when you stop and think about it, it's like, okay, these guys are giving up their lives pretty much to the college sport because they're not allowed to get a job from what I've heard.
Oh yeah, they can't.
Yeah, they can't work.
They can't get a job. They can't get money from anybody. Nobody can pay for their food.
Right.
Like outside of like the little stipend or the little meal tickets they get.
So what in the world are they supposed to do? They're supposed to stay around school, go to school, be broke, and play basketball and or football? That's it?
Yep. That's all they want.
Because they's getting a free education. So they should be happy.
First of all, we all know that's not even the case because they're leaving way before they even finish college.
Yeah, most of them do leave like 1 year, 2 years.
Especially in basketball, a lot of them are one and doneers now.
If they good enough anyway.
Right. So I'm like, okay, they're not even staying here for the full education. So work a new system out, have the actual scholarships go to people who's going to college for education, and figure something else out to do. Because at the end of the day, they're still in a sense kids. I understand age-wise they're considered adults or whatever, but they're still trying to go out and see the world, have fun, hang out with friends, and experience life. And these scholarships you're giving them to come and play ball or whatever, you're pretty much taking that away from them. So the only way you can pretty much give it back is, underneath the table. Let them get some money to go and like, how do you do supposed to go out and hang out with friends and go out to eat, go out to club, go out to movies, and things that actually require money, unless they got like parents or somebody sending them money home all the time? Like, what are you expecting to do?
Nothing except go to school and play their respective sport.
Exactly. Like, that's not fair. Like, they gotta dedicate all the rest of their life to the sport. I'm not taking away what they're giving to college. You're supposed to give that to college if you're going to college anyway. You're supposed to give it that time for studying and things of that nature. But I don't want to sign up and say, okay, I can only do sports in college. That's not what I'm here for. Yes, I do want to play the sport. Don't get me wrong. They all want to play. But I'm not trying to give up my whole life while I'm in college just to the sport. Like, I'm not trying to miss out on the entire college lifestyle. And then on top of that, they already got to avoid being seen in a negative image. They can't get caught partying. They can't get caught hanging out. They can't get caught speeding. Like, the small thing they do wrong, and they're blasted about it. They're probably getting a suspension. All kind of this, that, and the third. So I'm like, y'all limited dudes so much, and it takes so much away from them. What are they supposed to do? And that's probably half the reason these guys are going off into the next level so fast too, to get out of those situations and just start making money normally and go be able to do what they want to when they're not having to worry about their sport.
I don't want to cut you off, but we got to go to break.
Okay.
So you know what that means?
What does that mean?
Hey, have you guys heard about Abstract Society?
Abstract Society? What is that?
It's a fresh, new, dope company that's coming on the scene. running all these broke boy pockets. And you know what we do at Abstract Society?
No, tell me about it.
Nah, we won't be shooting people. But abstractsociety.net. You want some cool shirts?
I actually do want some cool shirts.
Do you want some cool shirts?
I'll take a cool shirt or two.
You know what Abstract Society has?
Shirt or twos?
Shirtle twos. Exactly, that's the right answer.
Survey says.
abstractsociety.net. Go there, get you some shirts. There's 4 shirts on there now. 4 shirts should be 4 new designs should be up on there this month.
Okay.
Next month.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I should put.
Yeah, I was about to say next month because this is the end of February.
Yeah.
Wait, is it the end of February?
It's about to be. Really.
Yeah, it's about to be the end of February. So, abstractsociety.net. Enter the code Sidetrack'd with a E, not an apostrophe, in the promo code bar to get 10% off of your entire order.
Can you even use an apostrophe in a promo code?
I don't know.
I don't think I ever seen.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. And we also do custom shirts, sweatpants, baby clothes, dog clothes,
Baby clothes. Dog clothes.
dog clothes.
That
We can
wolf
do
brand.
it for any event or any occasion. Just hit me up. abstractsociety.net.